Hello, Scorpio. Actually, let's do that over again. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. My name is Nikita Antoine, and I'm the Oracle in the Tarot. As you know, all of my readings are timeless, so when the message finds you and it resonates, and it's yours at the time in which you find it. And even though all of these messages are categorized by zodiac sign, they are all yours to witness and claim. So, first, Scorpio, I want to say that since it's your birthday, happy birthday, Scorpio season. I love Scorpio season. Your extended will be free, so make sure to check that out. The link for that will be in the in the description box. And I'm just going to jump right in. So I had this strange phenomenon as I started to record. So I previously was recording your reading, and I went about my intro. I said, "Hello, Scorpio," and then I literally forgot my name. And that definitely has something to do with your reading, because it was like, how could I have forgotten my identity? It's a really strange, strange phenomenon that happened. And when I was doing the shuffling for your reading as well, there was a sense of that Scorpio is on the edge of their seat. Like very much on the edge of their seat. It was like, and then all of a sudden, all of these memories, like past memories of mine, started to like flash before my eyes. And it was like, it's like Scorpio is forgetting memories, forgetting past memories. And they're trying to, it's like they're trying to come in and play like a movie in your head. That's really interesting. Okay, so we are starting the reading off with Surrender and Get Curious. That's interesting. I even forgot how there's it's like you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something. I don't think that you're purposely forgetting something. I think it's that it was forgotten. Because I was going to say, I even forgot to tell you the tarot that I'm using. Today I'm using, of course, the usual. That's interesting. Destruction at the bottom, which comes through as like, it's like a witnessing energy. It's talking about watching watching this movie of past memories. Really curious. Okay, so of course, as you know, I am using the Weaver Tarot and Oracle deck from the Threads of Fate. But we're starting your the actual reading, 3 through 3. Okay, if that is significant to any of you, 3 through 3. 3 through 3 talks for me about expansion of your mind. It's also a symbol that ascended masters are present. Okay, now going into it, we're starting your reading off with the Surrender and Get Curious. Now these shadow edition of this oracle has been coming across as something that is out of your awareness, and this is speaking of. It feels as though, especially with the Hanged Man that is coming after the Get Curious, it's not Hanged Man, it's the Hanged One. It's like this is your energy. So you're in, it's not, I want to say it's not a stuck energy. It actually feels like you're traversing, almost unknowingly, traversing your mind, because I see this crow spirit as It's flying over like the neural pathways of your mind, because this kind of looks like, you know, like all the neural pathways intertwined. And with the surrender card, it's talking about it is talking a little bit about having this higher perspective, but what's fully coming through is that you're traversing your mind space for, it's like you feel like you've forgotten something, but you don't know what you've forgotten, if that makes sense. It's like something that is just beyond your awareness, but it's like, you know, that it's like something's missing, and you are actively looking across your memories to see what is missing. And with all those memories that were coming up for me, it's like they were all you know what it was? It was like they were all flashing so fast that I could only grab like snippets, right? Snippets of frames, if you will, like frames of of a movie. But it was so fast I couldn't quite pull it in. So that's kind of like what this is talking about. It's like when you are trying to pull in these memories, do you see how this, like this is what you're wanting, right? You're wanting this rose. This is the core memory that you're looking for. But it's like as you're trying to pull it out, it's this like border around it is like plucking the rose. So it's like all you're getting is the stem, if you will. The stem. And we were talking about the traversing your mind or your brain, right? So the stem, brain stem. I was going to talk about it kind of feels like there's an energy that's coming up through your brain stem, and it's not, the reason why you can't quite pull it in is because it hasn't yet connected. Like, do you see what I mean? Like it's not quite yet connected into your brain. That's really interesting. It's almost like a Kundalini awakening, but the Kundalini snake hasn't quite made it past, like, into your crown chakra, into your crown. Speaking of crown, right? The Hanged One talks about, it talks about seeking like new awarenesses, which for me is speaks of the crown too. And what's interesting is that what's coming next is the Seven of Swords. And this Seven of Swords, it comes through as the Skeksis castle from the Dark Crystal. I don't know. It's been that way ever since I first drew it. It's really odd. But it hasn't yet changed its message, so it still wants to be. It's like a castle that is holding your vital essence. It's your essence, right? Your ka, your spirit, and it's trying to come in. It's trying to push its way in with the withdrawal. This is like that energy that's coming up through your brainstem, which is your essence, right? And then there's something that's blocking it. I don't know. It's right here. I'm feeling it right here at the base of my skull. So this withdrawal card talks about It talks actually about source energy, because the constellation, the Fox constellation, leads to the galactic center of the universe. And yeah, it's like there's some type of blockage that is right there that is preventing this like galactic surge to come up into your awareness. Because with this lumen, it's talking about the lumen cards have been speaking about something that is in your awareness. So like for instance, before we were talking with these shadow edition cards, it's something that's out of your awareness, and this is something that's in your awareness. So it's like I'm feeling that you feel that there is a block, right? And what the vision that came to my mind with the withdrawal and the Six of Swords coming afterwards, it's like you're standing at the edge of a beach, right? At the edge of an ocean. And you're waiting. It's like you're waiting for it to come towards you. But it's kind of like in that waiting, there is that anticipation, right? The anticipation of wanting to get a closer look. But it's like as you get closer, right? When you're looking at a TV screen or a movie projector, whatever it may be, these memories, if you get closer, it starts to get out of focus. So it's talking about how it's like you're standing at the edge of this beach waiting for it to come forward. However, your anticipation is so strong, it's like you're moving into the ocean to try to go and retrieve it. But it's like as you get further out into this ocean, it starts to lose its focus, and you can't see it anymore. And at this point, I'm like asking, I'm like, what are you looking for? You're like, right? We're talking about your ka, your vital essence. The cats are playing, sorry. And what is coming next this is very interesting, because there is some type of, I want to say it's like your higher self that is preventing you. It's not preventing. It's more of like a safeguarding energy from you seeing what you're like trying to find, what you're looking for, that memory that is on the tip of your tongue. And I'm seeing that with, I'm trying to see how they want to all come in together. So we have the ask body and the conqueror of coins. So this is this is presenting as your higher self, or your broader being, right? And there's some type of safeguard that is happening. It's actually it's not allowing you access to whatever this memory is, or at least not yet, right? And I see the Conqueror of Coins as your record, your Akashic record. You know what it's like? It's like you can feel that your Akashic record wants to find you, but what is this? This is like, shit. It's like it's a TV show, if I'm not mistaken. I think The Magicians, right? Where there's like this episode where these books are trying to find each other, right? Because they're like a mated pair. And there, if I'm not mistaken, the characters in that TV show had like locked away the book, and they couldn't, you know, the book is like trying to come out of its cage, it's trying to find its mate, and it can't because it's locked away, right? And so this is what's happening here as well. It's like your broader being has locked away your akashic record, and it's and is preventing it from coming into full clarity and like a pristine focus, right? And that's what I'm saying with this judgment. It's almost like you're in a holding pattern for your awakening, right? Because we were talking about this Kundalini rising energy that's trying to come up, but there's this block that's occurring at the base of your skull, and it's and that is your awakening, right? That is it moving into your crown and up into you know, the cosmos, right? And it's like with the, so your desire, like you have a strong desire, you're asking for it, you're like, please bring it to me, lay it on me, right? You want to see it, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you want to see it. But with, let me just set this down. But with, it's like your record is being, it's locked away. It's being safeguarded with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, interestingly enough, does talk about how we entrap ourselves with our own thoughts. So it is kind of like it's like you're safeguarding these memories from yourself for the time being, because why? Okay, so because why, with the patience coming next, okay, so this is like a divine feminine energy. And it is coming across the day as a womb. So it's speaking of gestation. And the message that I'm receiving now is that if it was to come when you wanted it to come, like now, one, you're being, of course, like given guidance for patience, but it's kind of like you wouldn't want to be born into this premature, because that in of itself has a lot of issues, right? You know, you don't want to be put into an incubator or anything like that. You want to be born in a space in which you can survive, right? And so that's what this is talking about. It's talking about this awareness of yours is still in gestation. And kind of like, no matter how you search, because I'm seeing now this, it's like, right, we have the patience, and I was talking about the brambles, like the over top of it, it's like, this is you searching, right? But you're not going to be able to see it because it's like covered up. It's hidden. It's hidden inside. It just wants to be hidden inside your awareness. It's hidden inside your awareness. That's really interesting. How can it be in your awareness yet not in your awareness at the same time? I think that's talking about how with the turtle shell, especially with like with this feminine energy, it's like intuitively you know it's there, but you're not quite yet being able to pull it in. But what's really interesting is the next card that comes is the other withdrawal. And I'm trying to see that what's this difference? Why, how come before in the dark of the night it will find you. In the dark of the night it will find you. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a like the story of Anastasia, the Russian princess who, like, you know, the classic Disney tale, right? Of that she didn't know her true identity. Like it kind of just fell in her lap. That's what this is talking about. It just like is gonna, like, it's just gonna fall in your lap one day. I'm hearing that song, uh, Rasputin. It's like, because it's like a musical, right? It's like a Disney musical. I'm hearing a Rasputin sing the song "In the Dark of the Night." I don't know what it will find you. I don't know what there's a lyric that's in between there, and I can't pull that out. It's in the dark of the night it will find you. In the dark of the night it will find you. In the dark of the night it will find you. Right? And then with all of this energy that's blasting forward, it's talking about that now it's going to be coming into your awareness, right? Perhaps it's like, you know what it is? It's coming up from the depths of your subconscious and it's stepping forward into your awareness. Because before this was you consciously knowing that something is what was there but not being able to fully pull it in, and now it's coming in from the depths of your subconscious and it's revealing itself in the dark of the night. There's something else that wants to come out there and I can't quite see it. I don't know. Maybe it'll come out a little later. So what's happening next is this reclaim. We have reclaim and void. Actually, this wants to come with it too. Reclaim and void. Reclaim, void, and the Magi. And this is really cool because it's speaking of you. I saw this as, it's not the void, it's you opening the book, because if you look in the Conqueror of Coins, it's like your book, right? This is the book on its side, right? It's not open yet, but with the void, if you, hopefully you can see it how I'm seeing it. It's like now this book is laid out flat and for your viewing, and you're reclaiming. What you're reclaiming is like the knowledge of your, what's your magic, right? Your specific magic. Your specific magic. And the Magi also talks about this pathway. If you can see in the background, there is like a road. It almost wants to come through as like an like instructional, or it's like you're then given the directions on how to walk the pathway of your magic, of I was going to say of reclaiming your magic, but I think that in this awareness that's coming up through the base of your skull, that is the action of it's being reclaimed. But it's like now you're it's like you're being taught how to walk the pathway of your magic. And I say taught because so this is you, the magician, But then afterwards, what's coming in is the play and the sage. Sage. And I'm seeing it as, because there's these two dolphins here. And I'm seeing one of the, because it's coming out like this. One of, well, other way. It's coming out as one of these dolphins, right? This dolphin here is you, and the other dolphin is this sage. And it's like you're both coming together for, it's teaching, or even like guidance, like spiritual guidance, especially with the sage energy. This comes through as like nomadic, like a nomad energy. And I'm questioning now, is this someone that is outside of you? I don't think it is. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's all the memories that are surfacing. And it's like the memories that are surfacing and coming into your awareness from your Akashic record are teaching you, because I see these dolphins as dolphins, right, that communicate through sonar, through the water, that's speaking of through the psychic realm. So you're getting instructions to walk your magic through the psychic realm with this nomadic high sage energy. That's interesting. It feels very nomadic because I'm seeing the road here, and then in this card I'm seeing in my third eye like that crone energy, like a healer, a crone energy that is walking a path alone. But it's like you're walking with yourself. And then we're ending your reading off with, and I think that this is what's making itself known, right? Because before we had your higher self safeguarding this record of yours, your magic, if you will, your past life memories, the instructions on how to walk your path. And then what's coming in, finishing your reading, is ask body again. This is phenomenal. And it's like now the energy that was eluding you, because I talk about the, right, this fox energy is an elusive energy. That's an elusive energy. The I'm seeing like this energy as well. The reclaim and ask body is an it looks like a snow leopard. It's like snow leopards. You don't see snow leopards; they see you. Until they like shift and move, and then you're like, oh shit, there it is. But the fox energy is a very elusive, and I was gonna say sly, but it's not sly in a negative sense. It's more, it's elusive, like it's escaping your awareness. But now what's happening is that it's coming fully in. And what's interesting is that this Ask Body card is just below the withdrawal, which is all of this energy popping right into your brain. It's into your brain. It's really speaking of into your consciousness. It's now present and very much alive in your consciousness. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like this body, this higher self, if you will. It's like it is now. It's now anchoring into. It's like now you're both collaborating together. There's no discord between. I was going to say hemispheres, but that's just a metaphor for the like a division between your broader self and how you are represented on this physical plane. Because I see this like the traversing of this crow spirit. Like one side of it is the left brain, one is the right brain. This also talks about like left, right brain. It's speaking of like coherence. But it's actually it's not talking about your physical brain. It's talking about coherence between yourself manifested in this physical reality, and the coherence between you and your broader self is being. It's like it's being dropped in. It's being dropped in. With the Hangman, I'm now seeing this is being dropped in. It's like you can't pull it up. It's like there's if we're talking Kundalini, you can't pull it up. It has to be like, it's like some other energy is coming down. Okay, it's like, for instance, you're at the bottom of your Kundalini snake, right? You're trying to push it up. You're trying to push it up. But the thing is that another energy is trying to come down and help it be raised up. But it can't be raised right now because it's in gestation. You know, you have to wait 40 weeks in order for the baby to be born, right? I mean, this certainly doesn't feel like it's going to be 40 weeks worth of waiting, but it would be less worrisome and less abrupt and less I was going to say like triggering, if you will, because this kind of seems a little bit startling. It'll be less startling if it is not prematurely given to you, because it's not that it's being withheld, it's that it's being safeguarded. Very interesting reading, Scorpio. All right, well, I will see you in the extended. The link for that is in the description box below. Thank you for joining us in your reading, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.